Welcome to Smoke Shop.
Hey guys, probably going to be a kind of short video this week. I think we're just going to sort of do a state of the shop, an end of the year wrap up video. With that being said, those of y'all following along, so I already know a lot of this, but this is my what I affectionately call the China bike or the Chanda. It's a Tao Motors TVR7, and currently we have some wiring electrical issues, including a cooked voltage regulator and several areas with chafed wires that have more than likely shorted out and caused that issue as well as others. We've got a new regulator. The battery is also dead and needs to be replaced. We're hoping to get that replaced under warranty. So I need to get in communication with Chrome Pro and see if they're going to warranty that and get that ball rolling. Next would be the motor scooters, the two 1982, whatever year they are, Honda Aero 50s. And basically, one of these has an issue with the Kickstarter. There's a spring or something broken, and internally, basically, this thing is free floating in here, and it should not be. So I need to get in there and tear into that. But in order to do that, I need to get this gasket because more than likely it's going to break when we take this apart. So I need to order some gaskets for this one and then assess the situation and probably order more parts. I do not want to get too deep into them because they are a matching pair and they are going to be for sale. The other one being right here. And this one, as it turns out, the previous owner had put motor oil into the two-stroke tank. So that would explain why I was not able to get it running worth a hoot. So at this point, what I need to do is kind of flush that system out. I've already drained it. I'm going to do some premix and make sure that I can get this engine running because we've lost compression basically, which could be several different things. But I'm hoping there's no damage, or if there is any damage, that it would just be like reeds or something, which I do have more of in the parts bucket. So this one, basically, I need to just get into it and assess it. So that'll be a future scooter video. The Kawasaki Vulcan is a 2005 Kawasaki Vulcan that is still a friend of mine's, although he has said it is basically my bike. For those of you who do not know the story behind the bike, basically it's been in storage in my possession for years now. And we've washed it and basically got it running and took it for a ride just kind of up the street to make sure that it would go through the gears. But I am waiting for paperwork and completion of the transfer of ownership to me before I invest any money into it, because it needs tires and a chain at the very least. Overall, it's actually in pretty good condition. It just needs a bunch of TLC. In theory, the paperwork should be available to me by Christmas. As of my last communication, as you've obviously, I'm sure, seen in the background, this is Mr. Hancock. He is a 1965 Volkswagen Beetle with a 1973 1600 dual port motor, and that's actually an Amazon carburetor, because it was cheaper than the rebuild kit. And basically I took it apart, cleaned it out, made sure all the machining shavings and all that stuff were out of it as was recommended in the forums that I read, and it runs great. Haven't had any issues with it once I tuned it in. Mr. Hancock is a running, driving, insured car, though I have only taken him for a few relatively short drives, as we're still working on some things and have not really worked out all the bugs, for lack of a better term. uh, when I got the car, it had been taken apart to supposedly prepare for painting, and basically it's got some rust issues, but I've patched a couple spots and put in fresh brakes all the way 100% front to rear, and put the car back together to where it could be driven. So it is now a, what should we call it, a rolling restoration. It needs pans, it needs a lot of sheet metal work, but overall the body is in great shape. And as far as future projects, what's next on the list for it is more than likely it needs kingpin bushings, and possibly can be adjusted out, but the front end needs to be assessed. There's a lot of slop in there, so that's probably going to be the next thing we do with Mr. Hancock, although we may take him for a ride at some point in the near future. The crashed car eyesore in the corner. Hopefully we're going to get rid of it here soon, or at least get it outside. Back here is a 1971 Yamaha DS7 hiding in the corner. That one does run. We have not, I put it into gear once, but it was on a jack stand, so it just stalled it. But anyway, that's something else we're probably going to get back into first of the year. The all thread and I forget what this stuff's called, Kendorf, C-channel, whatever that stuff's called. More than likely what I'm going to do with that is hopefully take it into the backyard and make a lean-to to get these golf carts out of here, as well as some other stuff, just something where I can get a roof out there and get some of this stuff out of the way, open up the floor some more. Because one of the priority projects that I was hoping to already have done by now is getting back into my camper. This is a 1982 Coachman Leprechaun with a 351 Windsor carbureted. As you can see, I've replaced the fender and the hood, and I have the other fender as well. There were some rust issues there. The worst of the rust issues were there. There's a little bit here and a little bit there at the base of the door. But overall, when last assessed, it's still in pretty decent shape, but it's ready for a refresh. And I actually lived in that while I was building Schmoke shop. But yeah, this is the next thing we're going to get into. It should be running, ran when parked, and we should be able to basically hook up a fuel tank to it of some sort, and get it cranked up. And I'd like to put it in the shop, like I said, and work on refreshing the interior, resealing the roof, resealing the windows, and then that's pretty much ready to go. And I will decide what I want to do with it. More big picture stuff, because I've been focused on the YouTube channel. I've been slacking in the yard care area, so I've got a lot of overgrowth and trimming that needs to be done. I have to dig out that trailer. Those tires are good, and we'll work on the dually. It's a set of 4. That trailer is a titled camper trailer, that has been converted to a utility trailer. But if I can get the title in my name and it's good, then I will probably build a camper out of it at some point, or sell it to somebody who wants to do that. Oh, I did get the doors also. I forgot about that. So I have those doors. Anyhow, there's a fire pit somewhere over here. All that is burnables, I think. You know, I just need to get back here and clean up a little bit. But as I do all this solo, and I'm not feeling sorry for myself, I'm just stating factual information, this hasn't been on the priority list. So we'll have a fire here soon, probably do a live. And one of these days we'll build a back porch back here. But I want to permit it and do it correctly for resale value. Also, I do have a water tank. All of my gutters go to that corner. So that water tank is actually meant to be sitting there and used as either backup water or primary water. Anyhow, that's like a 2,500 gallon or something. I really need to just get a nice, good, comfortable chair. It's kind of a nice spot. That's why I bought it. There's also an old house back here. Yeah. Forget how close it is. Anyhow, I said there is a house back there. And now more useless information. Anyhow, there's something you don't see every day, the back of my house. Sorry about the huge sunbeam. It's just a big ball of fire in the sky. I can't really do anything about it. Somebody's definitely living under this. I hope they're not up in it, because that would be concerning also. Like I said, one of the near future videos is going to be getting back into this thing. We'll do an actual will it run and everything, even though it hasn't been that long, but that's where we need to start anyway. Speaking of which, one of my two 1993 Volkswagen Eurovans. This is Yuri. The other one is Casper. I would like to say it ran when parked, but that would sort of be a lie. It ran when I parked it 2 times ago. When we went to move it here, I was not able to get it running, though I did not try that hard. But that's something that we need to do, is clean this thing up, assess it, and see if we can get it running. And more than likely sell it and the other one, which is Casper, like I said, a white wrecked one. But we'll assess them. There is a plan. It's 2026. That's when it's going to happen. The tractor, I am pretty much done with. And it's going to be traded for a 1993 F350 dually single cab that you have probably seen on the channel if you've been watching. I need to get that over here, get it assessed, get good tires on it, get it registered and insured. Then I can rent a trailer and move all this other stuff around. So, in addition to that, like I said, I need to straighten up. And now's the time of year to do that. So, with that being said, we'll see what happens this next week. But if the weather's good, I may end up focusing on cleaning up this yard. And I'm not going to film that because it's not really something that would be content for my channel. So I just wanted to film this as something to put out for Wednesday. And I'm sure I've lost many of you already. But if you're interested in the channel at all and what's going on, I figured I would put this out just to, like I said, as an end of the year wrap up. A state of the shop, as they say. Anyhow, I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season, and more than likely, I will see you at least one more time before the end of the year. Probably 2 more times before the end of the year. I'm not going to make any promises for content or anything. If you find yourself with nothing to do during the holiday season, I got videos over there and over there. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Happy holidays. Bye-bye.